Good morning. Quick video because I'm not at the market today. So I thought I would do a video, and it's something that's been bothering me for a few weeks now that I wanted to share. Not bothering, but information and bother because I'm angry about it. I'm gonna try really hard to get this down to just a few minutes, okay? So my story is I started taking CBD for pain management. It actually helped with anxiety and depression, which I didn't know that I was suffering with at the time, but I knew once it disappeared, that'll make sense to a lot of people. But let's focus on the pain, right? From the age of about 21, half a lifetime ago, I'm 42 now, I started suffering with back pain, and over the decade, right, it just got it got more and more and more painful. And I used to dance, I used to work in restaurants, I was very, very physical, you know. What happened, I don't know. It was just from one day to another. My back started niggling, and as I said, over the decade it got worse and worse. A couple of times I ended up in bed without being able to move my arms, my legs, the lot, right? And then 3 years ago, I started taking CBD. Okay, so bearing in mind, this is after going to see lots of doctors, diagnosing me with bulging discs because of the liquid in the discs is disappearing. It's like seeping out or something. So the space between the vertebrates go down, the discs start to bulge out from the weight, they touch the nerves and so on. And every so often I just go to complete, like, my body goes into meltdown, right? This is everything that happened prior 3 years ago from when I started CBD. And then I started taking CBD because I wanted to get into the whole business of it, because I'd heard, you know, and I thought it was a great idea. And so I did. Prior to starting CBD, I used to have cortisone injections. I would have like flare-ups every 6 months or whatever. And I would have to have 5 days in bed with injections. I was on muscle relaxants. I was on really strong painkillers. I was on something called Lyrica, which they treat for nerve damage and things like that, which makes you just go completely stupid, okay? I hated it, yet it was the only way I could get through the day. There was not a day that I didn't take a pill every 8 to 10 hours. I used to get up in the morning. I couldn't, like, move properly. I would have to stretch. I would cry. It was depressing. Blah, la, 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 la. CBD allowed me to stop all of the medication. I have my bad days, okay? I do. And on my bad days, I'll take one 600 milligram ibuprofen. That's it, okay? Now, what happened recently, which I'd like to share with all of you, is I went to see the doctor to check on, you know, get a scan, get an x-ray, see how things were looking. And the doctors asked me, "Are you taking any medication?" And I said, "Well, I take CBD." Okay. One doctor, and I said, "I take CBD on a daily basis. It has allowed me to control my pain, and I don't have to take any pills." And one doctor said, "You shouldn't take CBD every day. You shouldn't take the CBD. You should leave it. And when you get a flare-up, then take lots of pills. Anti-inflammatories, muscle relaxants, blah, blah, blah." Why? Why would a doctor tell me to stop taking something that is harmless, that is doing me all sorts of amazing good, and to take these awful strong pills that make me stupid, that I can't even look after my children or work because I'm so dumbed down? Why would they do that? It makes me really angry. Now, one thing is that it's always good to have like a week break from CBD. Like, if you're taking it every day for maintenance, for pain management, for whatever it is, Yes, absolutely. Every so often, every few months, just stop for a week. Let the body sort of, see how it goes, whatever, whatever. But don't just stop, right? Then another doctor asked the same thing. Are you taking any pain medication? Are you on anything? And I said, no, I'm just taking CBD every day. And she said, oh, are you taking stomach protectors? I was like, no, I'm not taking any stomach protectors. She said, oh, you should be taking stomach protectors every day. What? Where? Where do they... If they don't know, just keep your mouth shut. Don't say anything. Take stomach protect. What? So then my stomach can't do what it needs to do on a daily basis by itself. So it gets used to having some kind of something coating it. You don't need to take stomach protectors if you're taking CBD. It's absolutely ridiculous. So, what? That really annoyed me. And I've been wanting to share it with you guys. So, pointers. Every so often, if you're taking CBD, give it a week's break. No harm done. Obviously, if you can. If you suffer with major tremors and you stop and then you can't, hold your drink or cut your food or take a walk or whatever, then carry on, obviously. But if you can, just stop every so often. Second, if you are taking any other medication, you need to, we always recommend speak to your doctor, although they're not always like the great, advice givers. What do you need to do? If you're taking medication and you need to leave 2 hours, ideally leave 2 hours between meds and CBD, just for the body to do what it needs to do, because what happens is when CBD goes into the body, it affects how how medications are processed in the liver, right? You can read a little bit more about it. There's stuff on blogs and whatever. Just Google it. And obviously we know if you're on blood thinners, it's a no-no for CBD. You definitely have to speak with your doctor and monitor that. And if you're going in for any type of operation, you need to leave 48 hours before and after. So stop 48 hours before, and then you can start again 48 hours later. All right. That's to do with all of what I just said. Okay. That's it. If you've got any questions, as you know, you can book a consultation with me and have a chat with me, share your issues with me, and let's see if we can get you on the right track. Even if you're taking CBD but it's not working, or if you're thinking of taking CBD or you used to take it, all different scenarios. Just book a session, book a consultation. And what else? I think that's it. Website, cbdrocksonline.com. Lots of information on there. It should guide you to where you need to go to figure out what product to take. But again, I'm always here to help. And that's it. I'll talk to you all later. Take care.